we cover.
It's time now to send it on over to Shannon, where they're talking casinos. Shannon.
That's right, Bob. This story was breaking yesterday morning. The Mashpee Wampanoag tribe, well, they want to build a casino in Taunton, and they've now entered into an option to buy the land off to do that. So let's talk Taunton Casino now with a guy who can give us a little perspective on exactly what this means. Joining me now is economics professor Dave Gulley from Bentley University. Thanks for being here.
Hi, good morning, Shannon. Thank you for having me.
Sure. So the last time you were here, we were talking Brimfield and the possibility of a casino out there. This is a little different. We're talking about Taunton here, and you know, the possibility of this actually happening is pretty good. So what does that mean for a town like Taunton?
Well, Taunton is an old mill town that has seen better days, and a casino in Taunton would allow for a lot of money coming into the town and many jobs. And in fact, if you listen to Mayor Hoy's press conference yesterday, that's exactly what he was focusing on. He was talking money for public services, money for schools, and money for other initiatives that the town is interested in.
All right, so what's the downside for a place like Taunton? Is it different than the downside for any other town?
Well, not so much. There would be a lot of traffic. The proposed site is in an industrial park, and that's simply not designed to deal with the traffic that a casino would bring. Also, money coming in might be not to the town businesses in the area. For example, very few people going to a resort destination casino will not be swinging through downtown Taunton to see the sites there.
Check out the sites in downtown Taunton. Probably not. They're going to go, it's a destination, they go there and they don't go to many other places.
That's right, and then they leave.
All right, well, let's talk about this, because obviously Bob Kraft and Steve Wynn, they had their proposal on Route 1 right across from Gillette Stadium there.
Yes.
Is that ruled out because of this? I know that it's not technically in the same region, but it's pretty close by.
No, not at all. It's certainly not ruled out. They are in different regions. In fact, those two casinos would not be much farther apart than Mohegan Sun and Foxwoods in Connecticut, and they seem to be doing at least okay. All depends on whether or not the size of the casino market can support both in such a close proximity.
See, it's perfect that you bring that up. I was going to actually mention those two because they are only about, 25 minutes apart in Connecticut. They obviously seem to be doing just fine. How different are those two in respect to how these two might be? I mean, distance-wise, they're pretty close, but Connecticut's a different state. They run things a little bit differently. I mean, would you project that they might have the same no issues here?
It's possible, though I guess I would respectfully disagree that both Foxwood and Mohegan Suns are doing fine right now. They're both struggling a little bit. Their revenues are down. In fact, just a few weeks ago, Foxwood announced a major expansion of their shopping opportunities there in order to compete with potential casinos in Massachusetts. In fact, both Mohegan Suns and Foxwoods are very concerned about the 3 casinos and the slots parlor that would come here to Massachusetts, yes.
Well, yeah, because now people in Massachusetts always head down to Connecticut. They've got Foxwoods, Mohegan there, but if we had the opportunities here, we get a lot of people coming closer to home, right?
Yes, Massachusetts people love to gamble. We have a very successful state lottery, and if you go down to Mohegan Suns and Foxwoods, there are a lot of Massachusetts license plates in the parking lot, and that's exactly what the state of Massachusetts is counting on, is people going to Foxwoods and Mohegan Suns instead, of course, would bet here in Massachusetts.
Right. So what are the obstacles now in Taunton? What do they have to surpass here to make this happen?
Well, they have to reach an agreement with the city of Taunton. They have to reach an agreement with the state of Massachusetts. And the real wild card is they still have to get the land in a trust according to the Indian Gaming Act. And they've had difficulty with that in the past. In fact, there was a negative 2009 Supreme Court ruling that potentially makes that very difficult. And if they're not able to overcome that hurdle, even if they do reach an agreement with the city and the state, it's entirely possible that they could still lose the casino if they can't get the land in trust.
So still a lot to be seen here. So many things could happen.
Very much so, yes.
All right, economics professor Dave Gulley from Bentley University. We appreciate your insights.
Hey, thank you, Shannon.
All right, we've got to take a quick break. We'll be right back on the Fox 25 Morning News.